Yeah, there we go. I remember that one.
There we go. Hello, people, and welcome to the
Welcome to the Organized podcast.
Welcome one and all
Welcome,
to the
amigo.
Coughcast.
Coughcast.
I'm
Oh.
violently ill.
Found a name already.
So am I. I'm dying of a cold. I have
Yeah.
been for the last week.
Dude, that's nothing. Fucking
I've been for the last 3
last
weeks.
week, I had to go to college. No, but because it was like my second
Oh,
week.
did you hear this, Reedy? He had to go
No.
to college.
Yeah.
Wow,
Why don't you
amazing.
fucking
You have
listen, you
to.
dipshit?
I mean,
Yeah,
technically, you don't have to.
I do
Yeah.
have to. You think I want to
As
miss a day?
as my guidance counselor makes incredibly clear to the entire class every time we speak to her.
Jesus. But all right. So what? I was sick, very sick. Fucking streaming. My nose was dying red all over the place. I was
Mhm.
not in a state
Yeah.
to go, but I couldn't. I don't really want to miss days of my second weekend. But I was also very obviously sick, so that night I went downstairs. I opened the cabinet and I took everything, just
Interesting.
everything. Fish oils.
How did that go?
Not as bad as you think.
Okay.
I was still dying the next morning. I had to down a bunch of soup, and it wasn't a fun time walking there because I don't have a commute. I have to walk 20 to 30 minutes, which wasn't fun. So yeah, I think everyone's getting sick because it's start of October.
Just chug some soup.
I guess.
Yeah, I did. I got one of those really. It's not even the good soup, those brands. What's the name of the brand? I don't know. But it was
Knorr.
Yeah, was it the Knorr instant soup?
Knorr.
Knorr.
It was really shitty instant soup for a cup, and I just got a really big mug, ripped the packet open, poured it all in, got a kettle, dumped a lot of water in it. I couldn't even taste the soup anymore. It was supposed to be oxtail, but it was more really hot water.
Oxtail's the worst.
It's okay. It
Maybe
was
that was the
just drinking really hot water, which does a surprising amount for your cold.
just briny fucking hot dog
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Just shoveling it in.
I was in a weird state that morning, where I was I
Yeah.
don't want to miss the day. I can't be sick.
Mhm. Yeah, I've had a little bit of that this year already, and I kind of hate
I'm
it.
the same.
Because weirdly enough, I took one day off in all of TY, which was a bad
Yeah,
move.
no, I missed.
I took a few early days for
Oh,
Gravity
I
Rush
remember
2,
that. I remember
and
that.
Yeah, that was a good time. I did nothing but play that. TY is the only time I have ever been able to successfully stay up until 3 a.m. playing games. Even if I have no obligations the next day, I still find it hard to do that. But I remember there was a bunch of shit that I did it with that year, and it was great.
I just remember. Didn't you do something similar for when Breath of the Wild came out?
I doubt it. Well, probably. I don't know. Breath of the Wild's okay. Breath of the Wild, not my favorite game of that year, or even in the top 5. But I definitely did it with Persona. I definitely did. Nier is a 40-hour game, and I finished it in 3 days.
Oh, it just occurred to me this year we don't have any game like Persona or MGS5 where where the two of you had been talking about it for nearly a year beforehand.
You'll probably never get one again.
Yeah. Not after it actually came out. No.
Not after the 2 of those.
Yeah. Think of it as more of an exception to the rule than the standard because.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You only get there's so much shit to buy in October. I hate it.
Is November
Really?
not the big month?
No, because
Yeah.
Red Dead.
Oh.
Yeah,
Everything
fucking
is turned
Spyro.
off from Red Dead.
Spyro's dead.
Wait, yeah. So is
Spyro,
Red Dead?
Spyro is actually coming out next month.
Okay, I could be wrong, but so is Red Dead coming out in November? So everything
Red Dead
else
is coming
is
out
coming.
at the end. Red Dead is coming out at the end of this month, so everything is trying to get out
Okay.
before Red Dead.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything was just shoveled out before Red Dead.
Yeah,
Okay.
completely. Call of Duty is next week, which is weirdly early. Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't Call of Duty usually like first week in November?
Yeah. Every year for like
Mm.
the entirety of for the last 10 years, it's been at the first week of November. And they moved it forward because they're afraid of Red Dead.
And then but Nintendo are still chucking along with their like
yeah, that's because they're fucking
third
Nintendo. They
week
don't
of
give a shit.
November, but yeah. Also because there's probably not a huge amount of crossover.
Like, I guess this is going to be that one podcast where we just look at the fucking release schedule because we've got to have.
We do that every year as well. There's just one podcast where it's just.
I'm getting it any time now, but yeah, I'm not thinking of much. I know Hitman's November, but it's very sparse in comparison to like I remember 2016 had very sparse. That was, but COD was still in November, like.
So okay, October. So Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out on the 26th.
Yeah.
So what's coming out before that? Basically everything. Soul Calibur, Dark Souls.
Basically everything.
Soul Calibur, Dark Souls, Luigi's Mansion, but that doesn't really count. Black Ops 4, WWE.
Already out.
Yeah, these are okay. Yeah, I mean to the start of the month, but. Oh yeah, Tetris Effect is out next month.
Which is weirdly early once again. Shit.
Reedy, you're cutting out.
Soul Calibur is next week. Just Cause isn't out until December.
Christian, can you hear Reedy?
Not entirely.
Yeah.
Metacritic is a terribly designed website. Okay. Well.
Oh god, he's getting delayed hard.
My Hero Academia.
Yeah,
I get it.
Oh yeah,
coming out on October 26th. On October 26th, the same day as Red Dead Redemption 2.
No, it's
My
Boku
Hero
no
Wants
My Hero
Justice.
Academia Wants Justice.
Boku no One's Justice.
Boku no One's.
My Hero Wants Justice is the worst fucking name. I don't know why they gave it that, but
it's the worst.
But
it's gonna fucking sell.
Yep.
It's gonna sell gangbusters because everyone loves it.
Yep. Same day as Red Dead. They were confident.
Yeah.
We're confident. Also out that day is Castlevania.
What?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
October 26th is Castlevania.
Yeah, exactly. Same day as Red Dead.
I'm looking at a wrong chart, so.
Ooh, The Quiet Man, November 1st.
That's dead.
Yeah.
That is dead in water.
I have heard bad things about The Quiet Man.
How come?
What's The Quiet Man?
The Quiet Man is. Did you watch the Square Enix E3 show?
Probably bits of it.
There was a game called The Quiet Man, which was premiered with a live-action trailer because it's.
Is that the one that crashed?
Probably not, because it was a live-action trailer.
Live-action trailer. I thought you said live demo.
No, yeah, it was a live-action trailer, and that's because it's an FMV game.
Fucking
but also a really terrible brawler. And apparently there is no sound because he's like deaf. So it's just a terrible brawler with no sound and live-action.
That's it. That's all there is to it.
And it's like 3 hours long.
So it's a 3-hour FMV. Bad brawler with no sound.
No music.
With no sound.
That's
no
dumb.
No sound at all.
But when you finish the game, you can go back and play it with sound.
Does he get
I
his
think.
hearing back?
No,
What the fuck?
I mean, he
just get a sound
probably
mode.
does.
you get a loud man mode.
Loud man mode. That's so stupid.
That's not what it's called. I just called it that.
We have to call it that.
Yeah.
Loud
November
man.
2nd, Taika no Tatsujin Drum Session. The release of the season. Oh, actually, yeah. November is a little more busy because they pushed Battlefield back because they realized that Battlefield was going to get absolutely fucking murdered coming out between COD and Red Dead, which, in my opinion, it would deserve because of what EA did with Titanfall 2 years ago, putting it between COD and Battlefield and letting it fucking die, which was tragic. But World of Final Fantasy Maxima. Christian, thoughts on that? Am I cutting out again?
No.
Okay. Christian's just dead, I guess.
No. Not Christian.
Hitman 2, November 9th. That one's important. This is a great game. Tetris Effect. That's gonna be it's VR Tetris. How you feel about that, Kevin?
I want VR Tetris.
Yeah. I want a VR for Tetris.
I mean, I just want Tetris.
Yeah. I remember you used to hate Tetris. You used to hate Tetris.
No, I didn't.
You used to be like, I don't get what the deal with Tetris is.
I actually don't remember. Are you sure this wasn't Christian?
No, Christian. No, it was you.
What? I've always loved Tetris.
Okay. But yeah, so the thing with Tetris Effect is that it's res Tetris. It's like, hey, we let the res guy make Tetris. Kevin, you know what res is, right? Because I feel like this pitch relies heavily on you knowing what res is.
Goddamn. Hold on a second.
What if we turn Tetris into an elaborate light show about synesthesia?
Oh, wait! I just looked up res. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck this thing! I've seen it before.
Yeah, they're letting that guy make a Tetris game.
That's
VR.
Tetris? That's Tetris Effect? I know what Tetris Effect is.
Yeah,
I've seen the trailer. We talked about this for like 20 minutes.
we did. Yeah, and now we're doing it again.
Yeah.
So, Christian, while you were dead, I asked, "Are you still dead?"
No,
Okay. What's your thoughts on World of Final Fantasy Maxima?
couldn't care less.
Great. Did you play the original?
No, but it looks super unoriginal and uninteresting. I don't care.
That's true. It does have that secret Xenogears boss. That seems cool. That secret not Xenogears boss, because they can't really say Xenogears. I just like the fact that they just put in Xenogears boss, even though they can't say Xenogears. Yeah, big fan of that. Spyro, I guess, if you're dumb.
Oh yeah, right.
Wait, Christian, are you not getting Spyro?
little Miss, I hate Crash Bandicoot right here. If you're dumb.
Spyro is less dumb than
Shut up.
Crash. Spyro is less dumb than
shut
Crash.
What? I would like. I've played very little of Spyro, and I've played very little of Crash, and even less of Spyro. But I much prefer Crash.
If you were to put one, I think it comes down to this. If you were to put one in Smash, I would take Spyro
What?
over Crash any day. Any
No,
day.
but Crash works so much better in Smash.
I don't give a shit. We do
Yeah,
already
just
have. We do already have.
Just not listen to anything Reedy is saying involving those two franchises. That's my request to the audience. Just she doesn't know what she's talking about.
That's favorite Spyro, but I do with Crash because Crash is bullshit.
You see, audience. You see, this is what I mean. Just don't even like. She'll cut out in a few minutes. It's okay.
But
Just,
you know what's worse? What's even more bullshit?
what?
Fallout 76.
Fair.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, I can't believe they decided that it was a good idea. It was like, what if we made a Bethesda game and then we took out all the content? And
Yeah, there's literally nothing in it except
There's-
multiplayer.
nothing in it. There are no NPC humans in that game. It is just
Why?
other players and robots that are like, hey, here's a quest. That's it. That's the entire game. And you can
Well, that's
nuke,
stupid.
and you can nuke each other, which is kind of like, doesn't that kind of ruin the narrative of Fallout a little bit and what it was trying to do?
Yep. Probably.
Yep. Battlefield 5 or V, because whatever, I don't give a shit. It's fucking. My patience for Battlefield kind of ran out. A little bit. A lot. Darksiders 3. Wonder how that's going to go. Probably not great. I should try the other two, though. December 4th seems like a big day. We got three games here. We got Just Cause 4. That'll probably be okay, maybe. Persona 3, Dancing in Moonlight, and Persona 5, Dancing in Starlight.
Have you watched any of the PQ stuff?
The Persona Q2 stuff?
Yeah.
I have watched all of it pertaining to a certain character and none otherwise.
Yes. I wonder what for your character it is. Kanji.
Yeah.
Kanji, right? It's Kanji, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah.
Kanji stuff.
All that kanji content. Oh, Unimusha's not out until next year? Fuck.
Yeah, January.
Yeah.
Capcom is like taking over the beginning of next year, Christ.
Yep. And I can't play any of them.
Oh yeah, right.
Yep.
Hey, you know how I feel right now. You know how I feel right now. I have no money to buy anything right now.
I also have no money to buy anything.
Yeah,
oh shit, they're putting Game Dev Story on Switch. Fuck.
Oh.
What?
Oh man, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great video game.
I really wanted Mario Party too, but I also don't have money, and like you can only use the Joy-Cons on their own, and I only have two Joy-Cons.
Yeah. Valkyria Chronicles Remastered Switch come out.
Meh.
2 weeks, yeah. I'm just listing shit. Oh, Dark Souls is finally coming out. That fucking took a while.
Yeah.
Windjammers, October 23rd. That's gonna be Windjammers. That's a great video game. Transistor. That's great. Yeah, it's just like, hey, here's these games you already like. Because I already like them.
The World Ends With You comes out next week, and I don't know if I can buy it or not.
Yep. Same.
I hate money.
I kind of wanna, but I got no money.
Wait, you kind of want to? Well then, let me go to my credit union right now and wire you some money so you can fucking play it.
Yeah. But like DS copies are still like €35.
Yeah, no, the DS copies. I bought mine for like 22. Why does it cost 50?
DS copies are 35 though. Like.
No, like I fucking. I went on like eBay and bought mine for 22.
Katamari and Smash are the same day.
Well, that's not happening.
That's bad.
I keep playing Katamari.
God damn. Oh well, that's the end of our release date section because there's no news this week, other than I guess Telltale shut down since we did our last podcast. That's a shame.
Oh yeah.
Because they can't port Batman Season 2 anymore. Tough shit, Kevin.
I mean, yeah.
Have you seen like the videos that they were uploading from like when they were faffing around with the technology?
Yep,
I love them.
Yeah. What actual news is there from this week? Some Harry Potter game leaked.
I don't care about the Harry Potter RPG. Do you like Nagini as an Asian woman?
Shut up.
Do Dumbledore is gay?
Well, to be fair, J.K. Rowling has always been incredibly resistant to the idea of making any sort of Harry Potter RPG. So the existence of this is a fuck you to J.K. Rowling in some way.
Well then I'm more interested.
Exactly, yeah. I think it's being made by the people who made Mad Max, though. Vesperia isn't out until January either? That's weird.
Oh, hell. Oh, my wallet.
Here's another hard choice for you. January 11th. Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition versus New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna buy a Bowsette meme and not fucking New Super.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wait, did
Steins
we?
Gate,
We never
Steins
brought
Gate
up.
Elite, February 19th.
We never brought up Bowsette, did we?
It happened since. Kevin, do you look forward to Steins Gate Elite? I hear it's garbage version of that game.
I mean, you hate Steins Gate anyway.
I do.
Really,
But I
are you
hear
looking
that's,
for?
but the person I know who really likes Steins Gate is like, that's a garbage version of Steins Gate. Yeah.
Really,
Okay, I haven't even seen the new season.
really,
Yeah.
really. Are you looking
Yeah.
forward to Danganronpa with 12-year-olds?
No.
No, neither am I. Ugh.
Wait,
'Cause,
what?
like-
Danganronpa with tall girls?
12-year-olds.
If it was Danganronpa with tall girls.
That'd be fine,
Hell
right there.
yeah.
Yeah, boy. But unfortunately, no. And there's like no chance in hell that fucking Kodaka will not
Oh,
do what he usually does with these underage women.
and even worse, it's Danganronpa with 12-year-olds and Kotaro Uchikoshi.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's working on the game as well. Oh,
Yeah.
That's. I mean, no, because Ichikushi doesn't have like a habit of always. I mean,
Uchi-
well, I mean, okay, I just remember Clover and Virtue's Last Reward. Okay. Moral standing breaking down right now.
Like Uchikoshi is. I was about to say Uchikoshi is a better writer than Kodaka is.
No, that's a lie.
I
You haven't played Zero Time Dilemma.
That's what I was. Actually, wait. Punchline. Punchline throws all of this out the window because Punchline is. Kristen, how familiar are you with Punchline?
No, I've seen screenshots. I've seen screenshots.
Your familiarity is no.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I have none, but like, then I remember. Oh wait, I saw the screenshots of like the really weird translation that they have going.
Yeah. So I'll be down to Columbia LP and Punchline. It's a visual novel. It's just a straight up visual novel. So
we need to LP Ultra Despair Girls first.
Shut up.
We do.
Shut up.
And then we need to do Zero Time Dilemma, your first time through it, along with Kevin, because I want him to see that without any context.
Will the context make a difference?
No.
No. Complex motives.
Mind hacking.
Yeah. Was that entire thing with that? Because they showed 3 games to Kyo, and I think that was since the last time we had a podcast. And the other 2.
Ready?
Mm,
I think she cut out again.
yeah, really
2
good.
games.
You died for like everything after the phrase 3 games. Ready? Okay, I think she died again.
Danganronpa with 12-year-olds. SimCity. I think one of these is going to be an anime at some point.
Really?
Oh god.
Okay, you need to say everything you just said right after the phrase 3 games.
Yeah, this one is the one that's being pitched as. This is the one that's being pitched. Oh.
4.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Of what?
Yeah, they announced 3 games. No, they announced 4 games. 3 games of an anime. Yeah. The 2 of them, the ones who write the bad games that are good occasionally. And Christian, I want you. Does this look? Do you think if I showed you this image, would you think that it was a new intellectual property, or would you perhaps say that it is Danganronpa?
Yeah, I remember I saw this image.
Wait, why is there a pet raccoon?
Why is there a hyper-realistic raccoon in the bottom?
Yeah, why
Yeah,
is there a pet raccoon? Why is there chubby
All of them
Pinocchio?
Well, Chubby Pinocchio is like one of the 4 types of characters that I forget what the Danganronpa artist's name is, but it's one of like the 4 types of. It's one of his 3 body types.
Yeah, the small weird child that
Yeah,
doesn't look
he's probably
like
a
anywhere in
pervert.
the
He's
style.
probably a pervert.
What?
No,
Okay. What?
I mean all of them are. Everyone who worked on
exactly.
Danganronpa were perverts.
I mean, the character is probably a pervert.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
Well,
all right. No,
actually, wait, no, the one
everyone
in V3.
everyone in Danganronpa is a pervert.
True. The one in V3 wasn't really. He was like, but also he just looks like Kokichi. Just and the middle one's just fucking what's her face, but with red hair. From 2, Karen Strassman.
Karen Strassman from Peko Peko.
Yeah. Pekka. The other one's the lesbian, and Kibo. Right? Like there are just direct fucking like all 4 of those are just like, no, here is a character from Danganronpa again.
Yeah, no, fucking. It's actually really funny. It looks like he just took put them in Photoshop and replaced the colors.
Mm-hmm. And this one is being pitched as a Kodaka Uchikoshi joint scenario, Limit Cross Despair, and of course Limit being
Despair.
Yeah, Limit is like some part of the fucking name of the Zero Escape games in Japan, which is
I'm trying to remember. No, I think it might just be the kanji, not like.
Oh, okay. I am slightly more optimistic about Death March Club.
How come?
Kodaka is directing, Uchikoshi is writing. No, Kodaka's not even directing. Kodaka is general manager, whatever the fuck that means. And Uchikoshi is writing, which.
All right, so it's more of a bend towards his style. Okay.
Okay.
He's not. He has less of a tendency to over sexualize underage people.
I trust him on the first go of something.
Yeah. Hey, no, Virtue's Last Reward was okay.
Sure. And then there's like a Kodaka. There's a Dark Fantasy X Mystery, which will be led by Kodaka, which has like a very cyberpunk piece of concept art here, which I guess would be interesting. And it's not the same. Oh no, it is the same character design, for fuck's sake. Oh, that's just.
Where's my cameo? Where's the cameo from my favorite Danganronpa character?
Here's the one that's going to be an anime, and is the girl that's squatting. Isn't she just fucking the nurse from 2, Mikan?
Yeah, Mikan Sumuki.
Yeah.
Oh, is Danganronpa gonna be the new one? That like the 2 you talk about for a year.
Danganronpa's dead.
No, because Danganronpa is fucking dead.
Yeah, no, they don't even work at the. Yeah, now we get Danganronpa with 12-year-olds. Danganronpa where the characters are different colors.
Wait, how is it dead?
Because they don't work at the company.
Because they both
anymore.
left.
Yeah,
right.
That's why they're making their own games
Danganronpa
together.
and Zero Escape are both dead. Thank God.
yeah. Zero Time Dilemma's never getting a fucking sequel. So that cliffhanger is just there forever now, which I'm fine with.
Good.
Complex bonus, mind hacking.
I think Uchikoshi has like another game announced already though, so I don't know what's happening. It seemed cool. I forgot what it was, but I don't know. People seem. I'm still friends with that man on Facebook.
Who?
At Kotaro Uchikoshi.
Ask him what the fuck he was smoking when he finished Zero Time Dilemma.
Okay, I have AI the Somnium files, which is he's working on at Spiketown Soft still somehow. Huh? I'm reading the overview for this game, and it's, among other characters appearing in the game is the YouTuber Iris Sagan. Who is that a fake YouTuber? It's what?
What? Let's look up this YouTuber right now so we can dislike their videos. How's it spelled?
It's gonna be on Switch. That's nice, I guess. I would.
Wait, no. How's that YouTuber's name spelled?
Kozaki. No, fucking Kozaki art. He's. Oh no. Okay.
What?
No, okay. I thought I confused
Can't just make all
Kazaki with.
these.
Or is he? Yeah, no, Kazaki art, no.
Wait, what are you
Kazaki
talking
is
about?
fucking the Fire Emblem artist. You know the one. The
What?
the art design on the new Uchikoshi game, the one that's not with Karaka, has art designed by the fucking Fire Emblem Awakening and Fates guy, and like,
Oh.
Oh.
wait, he did the art design for No More Heroes.
The
What?
fuck?
That's weird. I mean,
That's weird.
no, because actually I remember the box art for like the PS3 version did look kind of like Awakening.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, Christian, are you familiar with Lucky Chloe from Tekken 7?
No, not as
Okay. Well, he designed her and only her and no one else in the game. And that shows if you look up Lucky Chloe.
Lucky Chloe.
Lucky Chloe is like, so you know how in Tekken, Mishima Zaibatsu is like
it's a cat girl.
rule the world through fighting tournaments or whatever the fuck.
Okay, I see it.
And they hired Lucky Chloe as like a marketable face to
Yeah,
like
I'm seeing
promote
like
them as a
Figmas and shit. What the hell?
Yeah. Which is, and that's a cool idea, but also I hate her design. But also that kind of works. People hate her.
I can see why.
Yeah, there's a robot girl in Tekken. Why would you need anyone else? She takes her head off and throws it at you. Why can't I have a girl that does that to me?
Or G mode activate.
Yeah. I haven't done anything this week, so we can get into that with the two of you if you want.
All right.
I did watch. I watched the first 2 episodes of Netflix's Maniac, which is like it's like a limited series, which is good because Netflix are fuckers and make things last too long all the time, even within one season usually. But I'm only 2 episodes in, so it might still have that problem. Who knows? But it's aesthetically really nice so far. It hasn't revealed too much of its hand, but it manages to have like a genuinely. So you know how played out Cyberpunk is at the moment?
Yeah. Very.
This is somewhat Cyberpunk, but like it's way more rooted in. It's just
In
like,
what?
hey, here is modern day New York with a bunch of retro futurist shit in it. And some neon, but not a lot, not too much.
Don't let her know.
She can't know.
Yeah.
She can't
She can't know.
Oh my! Am I doing it again? Is it happening again? Is that better?
Maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
So it's like modern day New York, but with some retro future shit and some neon, but not too much neon. And it okay, I think the thing that sold me on it, concept wise, is that there's a whole thing. There's a thing where you go to pay for something, and they're like, and you can just be like, I want to pay with AdBuddy, and you don't give them any money, and a person just follows you around and reads you ads for the next like 20 minutes.
Jesus.
And hearing that was what sold me on it.
Yeah, that's. Can you pay for it and add money? Oh wait, no, it's Netflix.
Well, no, it's what? No, what?
You weren't listening.
No, I was.
Yeah,
not
no,
listening.
this is a concept within the show.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like in the opening
I was
scene,
like, if it's never mind.
and there are some people who like, you go to a shop and it's like, no, we don't fucking take that here. Get the fuck out of there. I don't want to hear that shit.
Then you wouldn't have to pay for anything. You just get this guy reading you ads.
Yeah, but it's like at a point, it's like I'm gonna read you 40 hours of ads because you just bought a car. Well, probably more than it's like I'm gonna read you 3 weeks of ads because you bought a car. Because at a point, did I cut out or
something about a car?
Well, at a point, it's like if you're gonna just pay for everything with it, it's like I'm gonna follow you around and read you ads for 3 hours because you bought a car. 3 weeks because you bought a car.
Oh Christ!
Yeah, shit like that. And where's I going? Fuck, you threw me off.
But you still don't have to pay for it, so.
You still don't. Well, it's a soul cost at that point. Like, wait, what? Yeah, I don't know. It's cool so far. Jonah Hill's in it, but like serious Jonah Hill.
Oh, I know what you're on about now. The thing.
Yeah.
Emma Stone? No.
Emma Stone and Jonah Hill.
Emma Stone, yeah.
Emma Stone's got a great coat in it.
You and your fucking coats.
It's a good coat.
I remember you said you'd be into Dragon Ball if they just always wore the coats.
Oh, if they always wore the coats, yeah. Those are good coats.
I mean they are, but like
they are good coats. Oh yeah, it's Fire Z came out on Switch, and you still have to buy all the DLC.
You have to buy the DLC.
What?
Yep.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Have fun, buddy.
I mean, I'm probably.
Did you get Switch Online yet?
No. I don't have money.
Hey, Reedy, you said you had a guy who fixed you up with them.
I don't.
What happened to it? You said you did. You said because like we were like, oh, we have a plan, and you were like, no, listen. You were like, oh, I'm the hot shit here. I got people showing up for me.
I had a guy, and then I was like, oh, my PayPal's kind of fucked right now, and he was like, oh, sorry, you're late. We already got 8 people. I was like, shit.
That's how renting a fucking apartment works. Learn it for the future.
Yeah. Ha, take that, Reedy. You're gonna have to get in with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. 35, everybody.
Wait, how much is it for 8 people?
For family, it's 35 no matter what.
For family, yeah.
Okay.
So we split that.
Okay. How is there? Okay, how many people do we know? So there's the 3 of us. Rob, Ben.
What?
We can get my brother in on it.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 6. We need 2 more.
No, but like if we have like 5 and we split it by 7, so like 7 each.
Yeah, and that's for a year.
Yeah, so 7 each for a year. That's not too bad.
Or we get 7 and it's 5 each.
Okay, but who's going to be our 7th?
I know people.
And also, did you see Ben in that list?
Yeah.
He can't. Not really. Not right now.
Yeah, he can. He has internet at home.
Yeah, but also he can't really spend money right now. But like I think it would be better if we did 5.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, we can do that because I'd like to have something. No, they have like a 7-day trial too.
This is scintillating podcast material.
No one's watched up to this point. But like, yeah.
I'm gonna put on some music.
No, fuck off.
No, if we upload that, we're gonna get more copyright.
We have to at least
get more copyright.
Yeah, we have to.
I'm gonna put on.
We have to at least keep
royalty-free music.
Put on white noise.
Yeah.
Put on white noise.
I'm not going to put on free music because I assume we can't control volume of each user on the. Or do we? Okay.
What?
Let's get a little inside baseball here. Do you get a? Okay, no. Do you get a?
Just calmly this.
Do you get a separate?
Okay.
recording?
Okay. Hold on.
Do you get a separate audio channel of each user?
Yeah.
Okay. So you could hypothetically turn down whatever I want, to a manageable level. I won't do it anyway.
Oh, so it'd be so low that we wouldn't get picked up. Okay.
No, I just meant so you could still hear us.
All right, but like, yeah,
I'm unfamiliar with the concept of black noise.
Yeah, I thought it was just all.
it's just nothing.
I thought it was
It's just
gonna
no
be
audio.
all of the noise, but it's just nothing.
It's just no audio. Silent audio of the noise colors. What the
Interesting.
fuck? It's just 10 hours of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's like a 7-day trial, so we won't
What
be
if we
completely
play
fucked.
another podcast?
Okay. No, put on like a fucking Vine Sauce stream or something.
What if we play another?
This is popping. Oh wait, I got some really good free music. Fuck it, what was the name of it? It's like free to play, free to use a song, monetize your video. It's depressing, honestly.
Yeah.
Great.
What? What is this?
Some bop on music, baby.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Wait, is this copyright free or what?
Yeah, this may have lyrics. This is completely royalty free though. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, is this royalty free? Yeah.
Yes, completely.
Okay. Yeah, we're getting sponsorships. I don't know.
Wait, I don't know who this is.
Yeah, why would you? It is royalty free.
Yeah, I don't know. What
I'm not joking about it being royalty free.
Okay, yeah.
I'll stop it.
Wait,
Okay.
we need look up some.
No more music on the podcast.
It was your idea.
It was. And
We
it's my
should,
idea to
we
stop
should
it.
just do a listening party at some point.
The sitting party.
Or whatever. No, isn't just on the podcast, just put on fucking music in the background. Talk about that, because I mean, it's not like we have anything else to talk about.
That's called like a stream where you do radio music or something like that. A stream radio or whatever it's called.
Pirate radio.
Yeah. Radio on the internet.
Shocking.
I used a Beats One the other day, and it was very strange because it's like, hey, here's like you're on Apple Music, and it's just like, no, here's the fucking radio. Here's like radio made specifically to go on Apple Music, a music streaming service.
Personally, I prefer RT Lyric. I can't even say it with a straight face. God, there was like a time, I'm not gonna mention who this is or what, but like, I was in the car with a friend, and their mother turned on the radio, and for the entire drive had RT Lyric.
But it's so strange.
Just listening, awkwardly listening to orchestral music because we were going somewhere else.
Yeah. Beats One's incredibly strange because it's like, hey, here's radio on the internet, but everything's still the clean version.
I remember that. I remember when that came out. Is that still a thing?
Beats One, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. I listened to it the other day because a song was premiering on it. Because that's all it's good for. But it's just like, hey, no, here's radio, but it's on the internet. But it's all the fucking clean versions, even though it's on the internet. It's really strange.
What if kids are listening, though?
If kids are listening to this, they are a fucking click away from listening to the full version of the fucking song.
Yeah, but they're not
on Apple Music.
Yeah, but they're not listening to the full version of the song. They're listening to a radio. They don't. They're just like, my mommy said not to listen to the full version of the song. They just want me to watch Beats One.
They censored the word cuckold.
Oh God, there's like, did you watch the censored version of
I did, yes. Yes.
That I sent?
Yes.
Yeah.
They completely changed the Kanyeverse, and it's kind of better.
I love it.
Like the Kanyeverse.
Wait, what?
You're such a fluffy bun. I love
Oh, okay. Will we get striked for this? If we just
it. No,
play
no,
this?
we can't play it. No, don't do it. Greedy, stop. Greedy, don't
You
actually
do it,
Kevin,
play
do
it.
it.
no. Will we get flagged?
Yes, definitely.
To put this on, do you think?
Yes, definitely.
No, I'll just.
No, we can't play Kanye West. On the
Okay,
podcast.
so I can turn it off in the thing.
Okay, sure.
No.
We do have to listen to the full song to get to the part we were talking about, though. So consider that, Kevin. And it will also
No,
be
okay,
like
as in
we'll
either-
probably be fine. It won't get. There are
No,
several.
as in what I mean is in the recording, I'll just get rid of it. As in,
You probably don't need to.
Yeah,
We'll
we
be
can
talking,
we can
we'll be
just
talking over it
upload.
anyway.
all right, but
Are you sure that's how
So
it works?
content ID won't get it because we'll be talking over it.
I'll turn it down to
Reedy,
1%.
no. That's not right, Reedy, because Kevin put like outro music that we were talking over, and we still got picked up. Oh god, here we go.
Would they have content?
Oh god, here we go.
Would they have content ID on for the fucking clean version?
I mean, it's
Probably.
mostly the same. It's mostly the same.
That's,
No, this isn't the same
no,
one.
it's not. Not in this case.
This isn't the same clean version I sent. The one I sent was like really.
No, this is. No, this is. Is this not the same one?
No, the one I sent to you was like really glitchy. You're such a fluffy bun.
Oh yeah, that one. This one's. They made a proper one after, which is even worse.
Super clean. The audience is gonna hear anything.
Maybe not.
Such a fluffy girl.
The Kanye part is strange.
Here we go.
Yeah, this part's on. God. Fucking hate Kanye.
I need freak. I need a freak. I'm a real freak. I need a real freak. Look at going jump.
How do they leave that one?
I don't know. Can we make the title of the video I hate Kanye West?
I do. And this is
Just-
totally gonna last forever.
This is gonna like put it in quote. Okay,
Yeah, I'm totally gonna hate Kanye West forever.
good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's something you should do.
Because okay, I won't actually play that on the
Yeah, I know. That's I
that's
got
fine,
the
yeah.
sarcasm.
No, because the new shit doesn't even sound good.
Have you listened to all of Ye yet?
Yes, it came out 6 months ago. 4 months
but
ago.
I thought you didn't want to listen to it.
Oh, the new one? The new one's
Yeah.
up. Yeah. The new one is
Wow.
Yandi. The new one
Yeah.
is Yandi. And
Is this
it
going
got
to be a
delayed.
naming?
And it got delayed 2 months.
Oh.
Because he wants to go to Africa to record it in. He wants to go to Africa and record it outside.
What?
Oh.
He followed us up by. I hate talking about it now. It's the worst thing.
It's our Kanye West correspondent, Liv Reedy.
I hate talking about it now because it's worse. So he delayed the album was meant to come out last Saturday night. He was on SNL. Yes. And then the album didn't come out. And on Sunday evening, he said, the album is coming out on Black Friday. Well, no, he didn't say this. Kim Kardashian said this. It was like, the album's coming out Black Friday, end of November. And then Kanye comes out and is like, yeah, I'm going to Africa to record it outside.
Outside.
And he follows us up by, he's not going to Africa for a few weeks, so now he's just touring the US doing dumb shit, like jumping on the tables of a Detroit school and screaming about how people need to leave Elon Musk alone. I'm like, no, people should never leave Elon Musk alone. Let's get that right here. Please bother Elon Musk at every opportunity.
Deserves it.
And claiming that
What was he? He said something about prisons as well, like open, closing all prisons.
yeah, he said something about prison. I'll see if I can get the just. This is an actual use for this. I don't even want to. Okay, now that's a 3-minute video. So someone asked Kanye about Abe Lincoln, and Kanye said,
"All right."
And Kanye said, and I quote, "Well, a lot of people say, I don't know if you've read this, the conspiracy theory, they say
Yeah,
Abe
I
Lincoln
saw
might
it
have been black."
somewhere.
And the guy responds with, "Yeah, I've heard that."
Yeah. Don't want to say Kanye West. You haven't heard that in your entire life.
And the last time. No, it's not. I was about to say that's the last time we're ever going to talk about Kanye West on this podcast.
Definitely
No, it's not. I would like to start ignoring Kanye West very much as of right now. I think that would be good for me. Yeah, we've learned a lot this week. I think
I've heard a little too much of "I Love It," so I don't want to hear any more about Kanye West anymore either.
He has better songs than that.
Yeah, I know. Well,
not recently.
No.
In general, he does have 14 years of material, some of which is quite good.
Have we done the news yet?
We did. We did just not.
Yeah, we did do the news. Telltale closed. Video games are coming out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We didn't do weeks.
I mean, there was nothing to do in weeks.
Yeah, I talked about my week. You can talk about yours if you want, Kristen.
I played Mega Man 11.
Yeah, how's that?
It's really, really good. Like,
great.
Probably my favorite Mega Man classic game right now.
Cool.
Ever?
Yeah, ever. No, classic Mega Man. Yeah, ever. It's the best one.
Yeah. All right.
There are 11 of those, so you know it's good.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, most of those 11 kind of suck.
Yes. Oh well. I kind of lost train of thought there. JoJo, that came out.
Oh yeah, how did we spend the entire podcast and not talk about Parrot 5?
I enjoyed that a lot.
I did as well. That was really good.
I thought it was fine.
I thought it was great. Loved it.
All that episode had to do was somehow make me excited about Part 5. And it did.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm excited for Part 5.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so, sorry for hitting the mic, but really, me and you are kind of the same in that, like, we don't particularly like Part 5, or like it's one of our least favorites, yeah?
I like, I would rank it above Parts 1 and 3.
Yeah, basically the same for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same. Maybe 3, I don't know, probably above 3.
Yeah.
But...
And I think this could be a case of the adaptation doing it a great justice, much like 2. Because if I had only read 2 would be much lower on my ranking.
Yeah, 2 was... The anime adaptation of 2 is one of the best adaptations ever, period.
Mm-hmm. Just improved across the board, but I wonder if like...
Christian, put him on.
No, I hung up.
Put him on.
Continue reading.
A lot of the stuff that made Part 2 great is here, but it feels like less inspired. Like a lot of Part 2 made great by like color choices, music choices, and like music probably I think part 2's strongest point, and I feel like it's good here, but it doesn't have the character that part 2 has. You know, like part two is a story that takes place in 1945. No, not 1945, like
30.
Yeah, it's before World War II, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
In like the early 30s, and it's like, hey, we're gonna use dubstep for this guy. Whereas the music here feels very like, hey, it's Italy.
Italy. Yeah, that was the thing that hit you like from the get go. It's Italy,
and that's fine. It's Italy, but I already knew it was Italy.
I mean, we all knew they were gonna be like fucking Ciao, and you know.
What I'm saying is, I want hip hop, and maybe that's gonna become more.
Please.
No, yeah, I think they will.
Yeah,
I want that,
and I would like that to become more prevalent.
Christian, put them on.
Is he gone silent? Just go on silent and fucking take it. Is he already? No, he left and took it.
Okay.
Interesting. But I say there could be more hip hop elements in the soundtrack when the gang actually becomes a factor in it.
I'm back.
Yeah. But I was just saying I could see hip hop becoming more of a factor in the soundtrack as the gang is actually introduced.
Gangsta's Paradise, let's come on, please. Yes,
choice,
no, maybe.
That one, yes.
No.
But someone floated Clint Eastwood by Gorillaz by me yesterday, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's a choice. Because that's...
next week.
Yeah.
That's going to be great.
And Part 6 and 8 are going to be weird for that, because those both take place in 2011, 2012. So that's just like... No, that's music that I heard on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, they play I Love It as
weird. Shut up.
Despacito.
Fucking Despacito.
Ending for part 8. Despacito.
No, it'll be fucking like... It'll be Rude Boy by Rihanna.
Oh.
It'll be fucking... yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I do. If Steel Ball Run is not Orchestral Roundabout, though, they can fuck off. I will take Orchestral Roundabout, or I will take fucking...
I can't believe how close we are to part 7. That's
we're
weird.
not.
We're not.
But compared to because we're close to part 6, and that means we're close to part 7, and
we're still 2 years away from part 6.
Yeah, but still, we're getting there. I'll be 20.
Actually, probably because part 4 ended 22 months ago.
Whoa, fuck. That's actually...
Yes. So we are probably in... well, I could see them keeping this art style for part 6.
Yeah, because at this
But
point...
also, I could have seen them keeping the part 4 art style for this. So, who fucking knows?
What, you think they're going to keep the Rohan OVA art style for this?
Let's see. I would be good with this art style for part 7.
Yeah, I like the...
but it's not as faithful, so they... I don't even think this is particularly faithful. But
no, it's very...
Maybe,
Actually, you know what? It reminds me of something like sort of mid-2000s, early 90s kind of thing, rather than...
I was really worried about it looking at it like in stills, but in motion it looks fucking fantastic. Genuinely. Yeah. I was a little worried because a few of the early shots were very... not very, but like it's just like, oh yeah, it's a shot of someone from afar in an anime. That's like a thing to make you worried early on.
Yeah. Kill Deadly Queen boy.
Yeah. And they didn't really fix that in the Blu-rays, did they? No.
They did fix it for like the Blu-rays.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but, like,
Didn't seem like
We
that.
well, no, that's the thing. The dub isn't using the Blu-ray version. I think.
Oh, interesting. Well,
So,
if you torrent it, it'll be the Blu-ray versions. So
I believe so.
it'll be the Blu-ray versions, and it'll have the real names. So I'm just gonna wait until next year, and I'm gonna wait until 2020 and just watch all this Blu-rayed up with real names. Because Golden Wind is already annoying me.
Golden Wind, Golden Piss.
Oh, you know what? You know what's gonna be fucking terrible? Calling Stone Free, Stone Ocean, because
Because the name of the prison. Oh, that's
literally the fucking
ruins the
opposite
scene
of the
where-
name.
it ruins the scene where she names it.
Yes, it's the opposite of what it's called.
Hey, this is supposed to represent me escaping this prison, so I'll call it the name of the prison.
Yeah, no.
It's a bit odd.
It's-
Although none of you will ever be able to argue to me that Little Bomber is not better than Aerosmith.
Little Bomber.
I don't like Aerosmith as a stand name. It's just it's too obvious, I think.
Okay, but yes, but consider the double entendre with Narantia. Considering that one of Aerosmith's biggest songs is "You Look Like a Lady."
I actually, I was one of those people who thought Narantia was a girl for like years when I was hearing about Part 5.
So was I.
Yes. I'm looking forward to seeing Gang. That's probably not next episode, is it? Probably episode 3. That's weird.
Actually,
At least.
can't. If they're like quick about it, we might get Bread Lighter. We might get Bread Lighter next week, which is good.
God, yeah. Part 5 has a slow start, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It does.
which is
It's
why
good,
I'm happy,
but it's very
which
slow.
is why I'm
Yeah.
happy about how they're fucking editing it now, because it was even slower.
Yeah, it is 39
Mm.
episodes again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with how they're editing it right now. If like the first
Which,
episode's any indication.
I think 39 felt like a push for Part 4. And even though Part 5 is longer, it feels like less of a push this time. But Part 6, I don't know.
Yeah, they might have to up it because
Yeah.
that's
'cause-
another thing entirely.
Part 6 is the same length as Part 5, but Part 4, I feel like there's a lot more action in Part 5 that doesn't necessitate as many episodes, you know? Whereas, like, people talk in Part 6.
Yeah.
Like, Part 5 feels like the least talking JoJo.
Oh yeah, actually, definitely.
Yeah. Definitely. Apart from Part 3, I guess. If Part
3 is literally like next fight,
Part-
next fight, next
Part
fight, next
3
fight, next
getting
fight.
Part 3 getting 2 seasons, like,
No.
worst move.
Yeah, no. Let's make the sun 2
Like,
episodes.
39 would have been a stretch for Part 3.
I can't even remember if I finished Part 3 or not. That's how fucking bored I was of all of it.
Yeah.
I like
Watch
because when I remember the
Watch the
details.
LVA.
No, because like when I remember the details, I remember like everything, but I don't know if I remember them just from YouTube clips or whether or not I actually watched the full episodes anymore.
Yeah.
Like I
Just
remember
watch-
I was watching them on Kiss Anime with the dub because I wanted to catch up that way, and the
Yeah.
dub's done. I don't remember if I actually finished it or not though.
Just watch the OVA.
No, I told you I might have finished it, but I don't remember. I think I just forgot I did, or maybe I don't know.
Well, no, the OVA actually has a cool Dio fight because it was directed by fucking Satoshi Kon. So, like,
Yeah, the whole thing where like the time stop is instant. There's no.
yeah.
Speaking of
Which is-
JoJo, what's the story with Part 8? I need to read that.
I'm like 2 months behind. It was getting places last I read, but
That's
it's been
before
getting
they-
places a lot.
Yeah, that's what you seem to say all the time.
Yeah, just come back
Once a
and tell me
month,
when
usually.
like fucking Josuke gets the big makeup scene, please. And if like Yasuho dies, just don't tell
With
me.
Joku?
Oh no. I remember like that line he fucking says is like, "We have big, long, tonguey." Oh no.
I love fish sausages.
Ugh. Tell me,
What?
That's a Joshua quote. He loves fish sausages.
he likes.
Um,
He loves. Oh God, fucking. Why is he even in party?
There's but there was some like even though I have been reading JoJolian like since part 4 ended, there was something to like that the Bruno scene at the end. It's like, God, I've missed Iraqi shite. Just his complete shite talking. I've missed it so much. I'm just like the fucking like
I
I
can
I
put
can tell
things
if you're
in your
telling the
mouth.
truth by the shine of your sweat. It's like fucking what?
I can put whatever I want in your mouth.
That was definitely a dodgy translation, but still.
No, it's a bit deliberate. I don't want that to be gone when they dub it.
And my brother thought that was genuinely his ability. It's just like so he can just put things in people's mouths.
Yeah, the zippers are just a side effect. So sticky fingers is I can put whatever I want in your mouth.
And it just occurred to me that like I don't know how to explain any of these fucking stands at all to anyone.
He can. Yeah, because like there's like 5 things that sticky fingers can do.
Yeah.
God knows how many things that a Gold Experience can do.
Like remember on Gold Experience at one point it's like I made a heart, I'm gonna stitch it into you. Like, huh? He's just replacing people's eyes?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
it's a fun stand.
Unless we forget King Crimson.
Oh, that's gonna be something.
Gonna be, yeah. Ooh, I wanna see that animated.
Yep. Epitaph is also like incredibly confusing. I get it eventually, but oof.
What's
Epitaph
thing
is
on his-
like
it's the thing on his
Epitaph
head.
is the fucking that he puts on Doppio's head.
No.
Yeah, it's the part of the King Crimson design. It's like, oh yeah, it's the second. It's the thing that lets him see the events, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
I'm so excited for this bullshit to be back.
Mm,
I've missed it.
Next
so
part.
much.
Gonna be like, I turned your new tooth into a fly.
And part 6 is all bullshit all the time, and that's why I love it. Because it's just like
Tell me, Reedy, have you ever heard of feng shui?
okay, that's like the worst part. Still, I could not tell you for the life of me what the fuck Dragon's Dream does. And it's also like
Trust me, I can't either.
And it's like the most obscure fucking reference he's ever made either, because there are like 300 copies of the Dragon's Dream album in existence. Like it's impossible to find anywhere. Not like a situation of like, oh, King Crimson, they don't sell their music on iTunes. Well, like no, you can. When you Google Dragon's Dream, the first result is not Dragon's Dream the band; it is Dragon's Dream the stand.
That seems like a good place to end. Hello?
Yeah.
No, it's just a song, okay, but it's like it's a hard song to find. From what I remember, maybe I'm totally wrong on this. I remember when he used the same name twice by accident in that same fight with fucking Planet Waves, because Planet Waves was originally called Earth, Wind, and Fire, and he'd already great stuff. Oh, did he do that? No, he didn't do that twice. I still prefer Made in Heaven in the original Shonen Jump run was Stairway to Heaven, and they changed it in the collected editions. I'm like, man, Stairway to Heaven would have been good though. But that would have been a more annoying, legally safe name, like because it would have been like Stairs to Enlighten or some shit.
Stairs to Enlighten.
Whereas with Made in Heaven, it's Made in Heaven.
Yeah.
Made in Heaven's a great song too, though, and I wouldn't have heard it if not for The Stand, and I would have heard Stairway to Heaven without The Stand. So that's okay, I guess.
Trying to think of like the
Flaccid Pancake.
Yeah, that's it. The Limp Biscuit. The Limp Biscuit.
Oh, I can't wait for Part 7. It's gonna be such a great time in 2022.
Yeah, dastardly. No, it was
Dastardly and wacky races.
No, it was like what was the name of the copyright safe name for D4C? The full thing.
Filthy Accident, Reasonable Price.
Filthy Accident, Reasonable Price. They're probably. I mean, I want that, but they're not going to do it. They're just going to do D4C.
Yeah, they're just going to do D4C. Man, the JoJo, that's going to happen. That's going to be fucking wild.
You know it's all going to be CG, though.
Part 7? Who knows? It'll be 2023. Maybe that'll be okay. Because that's 5 years from now.
Yeah, CG might be good by then. Should we end?
Be like the stands of the part 4 film.
Maybe.
I think we should end.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Let's do that right now.
I was for Part 7 names.
That's me. My full name is Julius Caesar JC.
Okay, so see you next week, people.
Oh, in the Italian edition, Gyro is called J-Lo.
Julius.
Because he